Welcome back to a Game of Thrones mod. Some time has passed. We are Lord Paramount Grim of the Iron Islands. By all intents and purposes, a very, very good character. Obviously brilliant, tall, diligent, selfish. Well, that's not so good. Wrath, greedy, obviously not great either. Brave, though. That's pretty good. And brilliant steward, more to the point. He's got pretty good stats all around. I married him off to Lady Paramount Gretchel, who has the brilliant trait, and she's pregnant as well. We have an heir, Lord Adrak. So this is basically what's happened off camera. I've been, like I said in the comment on the last video, I replied to a comment, I said that I would just, in between episodes, build up. Because right now we've sort of hit a dead end, or at least we had hit a dead end, where we weren't strong enough to be able to expand, but we were also sort of a little bit stuck of what we could do. We were sort of stagnating. We were at a point where there wasn't really anywhere to expand to, and I was sort of messing around with the idea of maybe going to Essos, heading down to the Summer Islands and trying to establish a new kingdom. But no, I thought, let's put in some time off camera. Let's build up what we've got. And as you can see, we've made a lot of cash. I'll explain why in a second. But I've been upgrading our domain. I've also sorted out the vassals. I've done a lot of the admin work, essentially. So we no longer have a ridiculous double duke. We have Lord Balder, the Truthful of Great Wick here, who somehow managed to grab Lord Support. I don't know how he did that. Anyway, more to the point. I've, like I said, I've reorganized the Iron Islands. We've got different dukes now in different areas. We've got here Lord Aeron of Harlaw and Lord Balder of Great Wick. Then we own these sort of central provinces here, along with Old Wick as well. Now, instead of spreading out our domain so we own lots of county-level titles, I've instead just given us the castles in Pike as well. We've revoked those over the course of many, many decades of planning and plotting. We have Cod Hall here and Ironholt, both of which I've built up with a lot of different infrastructure. I've been working on large forces as well, which give us retinue size. I've actually built that in almost every province. Now, the Trade Guild mod, the more I use this mod, the more I like it. The Trade Guild mod allows you to designate somebody as your trade master, which essentially automates the mod a little bit. They'll go ahead and buy goods with the gold you give them and try and sell them for a profit. You can have them focus on different things as well, so you can have them... Right now I've got them focusing on profit. You can focus them on vesting, which will give your provinces, or more specifically, I think it's just your capital, isn't it? Yeah. Which will give your capital lots of buffs. As we've seen before, you can deploy artifacts to provinces to boost them up. Or we can have them focus on both. I can also apparently demand your trade master give you 100 gold. Ah, okay. She does have a fair amount of gold, I guess. Now, like I discussed last episode, we are using the Flame Queen's building submod, which includes the brothels. Brothels are very overpowered. I've built one in every single province, so whenever somebody gets 50 gold, you can guarantee they're going to turn it to the brothel. So we're making a lot of gold through that. As you can see, we're also up to plus 52 gold a month. Like I said, I've built up a lot of infrastructure, and I'm in the process now of building sort of the ultimate building added in Flame Queen's building submod, which is the Royal Palace. So you need Castletown 5, which obviously takes a long time to get to. It's a pretty tricky thing to build up, and this has taken me probably about 80 years or so to get to this stage. So I'm building up the Royal Palace, which, as you can see, gives a lot of very, very powerful buffs. But like I said, it's about 1,000 gold per upgrade. You need the Castletown 4, which in turn needs large estates, which in turn needs steward towers and things like that. It's quite a large building chain. However, it's getting to the stage now where the Royal Palace is really starting to, well, that's convenient, is really starting to provide us with a decent amount of troops to the extent that we're up to 18,000 men in our own... Well, that's actually including our vassal side. From our domain, if you look there, our reinforcement rate isn't particularly high. So we haven't got the maximum troops. We're looking at almost 30,000 men at this stage. So if we can build up enough claims on the Trident, different areas, I think we'll go for Seaguard. Just because we need provinces that are easier to defend to start off with. So that was my big mistake last time, was taking Riverrun, which is obviously almost defended entirely by this mountain range. I think we'll take Seaguard. Use that as a staging ground to sort of expand into different parts of the Trident. So I think... Oh, I did have my diplomat here fabricating claims. Now, what chance have we got yearly? 15% yearly is actually not too bad. So let's have them fabricate claims on Seaguard itself. Do we want to try and go for independence? Probably not, I'm going to say. So the Iron Throne has more or less fallen apart in the meantime. We've got Queen Peony of the Iron Throne. Now, who was on the Iron Throne last time we played? I have a feeling it was actually this character's father, wasn't it? King Horus the Great. He died actually fairly young. Died of suspicious circumstances, so he was assassinated. This woman is a tyrant. She's very unliked. Let's put it that way. If you look just through our vassals list here, the majority of them hate her, and that's just her direct vassals, because obviously we're completely splintered here in a civil war. I think we're in a good position now. This is a good place to pick this back up. And I think we might be able to get the Iron Throne. So first things first, let me just show you the sort of system I've got in place here for upgrading our buildings. So what we're doing is, this event is firing here. This man, Arex Bucalis, is visiting our brothel seeking a companion for the night. Now they'll do this as long as they've got 50 plus gold. And I think it's also semi-dependent on their traits, but it seems to be just completely random. Now, because I have a brothel in every single province, and the courtiers are affected by that, the vassals of those provinces also get the chance, we're making a lot of gold from this. So even though it says we're getting 45 gold a year, I'd say, well, that was really, really good. I'd say we're actually getting closer to probably about 1,000 gold a year. Maybe a little bit more than that. Because according to this, we should be making, what, about 500 gold a year or so? I'd say it's closer to 1,000. So let's go ahead and grab that claim on Seaguard. Now, I'm going to leave him there because there is a chance that claim can upgrade to the duchy level title, which would be very good because that's quite a large duchy. It'll also give us the ability to colonize, and I can show off that system as well, which is not something we've seen yet. It's probably rare we'll see it at all, to be honest with you, but... So the North, I think, got complete independence. Yeah, so if you look at that, they are now King Banner Number of the North. The King in the North is an independent empire level title. I imagine we'll probably see another major war between the North and the Iron Throne at some stage, to sort of bring them back under the Iron Throne. The highly prosperous economy for the realm greatly increases the demand for goods. I humbly request more funds for trading. So, we can give Lady Benera here, which is my mother, I think, yeah. We can give her some funds, and in return she'll buy goods. So as you can see here, she's already got weapons and armor. Now, we could start doing this ourselves. The only reason I had her doing it for me is because my last character, Vicon III, was pretty terrible. And I couldn't join the trade good asthma. I think you need 20 stewardship, so we could actually go ahead and rejoin that at this stage. Do I want to give her 500 gold? I'll give it her, as long as she doesn't waste it all at the brothel. Oh, for the love of fucking God. Alright, I see how this is going. We give her funds. She did buy it, though, Cart of Potteries, to her credit. She is doing her job. She's just spending, obviously, all the profits on the brothel, which isn't too bad, because, you know, they're profits for us. Let's join the Trade League. Alright. Now, I did sell the warehouse and sell the trade caravans as the last character because we couldn't use them, and just because I wanted more money to invest into the provinces so we got more money back quicker. Worked out pretty well, I think. So, as what I'm talking about, we've got a discount as well, I believe, because of the Carpenters Guild. They're giving us minus 20% and 10% to build time and build costs, respectively. This thing should be close to 1,000 gold, but obviously we're also with 28 stewardship there. It's making it slightly easier to build these major buildings because of our taxes being so high. 840 gold, though, is almost half of our gold, and it's going to give us another 20% levy size, which on top of what we got is actually pretty significant. It's not taking too long to build either because we've also got a pretty impressive steward overseeing construction. On top of the Carpenters Guild as well, it's knocking off like 60% of the time it should take. More brothel visitors. And this is why I'm getting so much gold. Now, you have to be on the business focus. If you go away from the business focus, the brothels are completely destroyed. So you're losing your initial investment plus the ability to make more money back. So, although the system is overpowered, you are very, very limited in what you can do. Does the Royal Palace affect reinforcement rate? No. My wife Gretchel is pregnant. Why not? Let's go for a Royal Palace 5 as well. We've got an Emperor's Palace there. Holy shit. I'm going to keep building these as long as we can because they are... I did not click catapults, game. I don't know why you think I clicked catapult, but I definitely did not. So we want to look for something that increases levy reinforcement rate, because right now our levies are pretty under reinforced, shall we say. Now, what have we got? We could have them train troops. Plus 95% levy reinforcement rate is obviously very, very good. Or do we want him to train our children? We don't have any brilliant children yet, do we? No. So I'm not too bothered about that yet. When we get a brilliant child that we want to be our heir, then I'll have him train our children. Until then, let's go train troops. This character's very good. I want to get a lot done with him while he's still around. 18 martial plus 23 stewardship is obviously incredible. Diplomacy doesn't matter too much because, like I said, since I've reshuffled, we've got a lot of Gilded Reaver, Gilded Kraken vassals. So everyone, for the most part, I think, likes us. Let's just take a look. Yeah. So the round's pretty good. We've built up a lot. We've got a lot of troops. I think we're just about ready to properly kickstart this campaign, I should say. Beautiful new cart of potteries. We should really start building up our trade league stuff again. Start building a warehouse. And build my own warehouse. We can afford it, let's be honest. Refuge in Altmont's recently seen an amount of people looking for shelter lately. So what we want to do, you can sort of power game this a little bit. Prosperity of the county increase in Orkmont? Sure, whatever. This is a pretty good event now that I think about it, because you get a lot of different options here. So we can say you essentially get 2 levels. You can make it so that your vassals will like you, or you can give yourself traits. So the bottom one is general opinion. We got vassal opinion. That one's temple vassal opinion, or we can give ourselves proud and prestige. 50% chance of gregarious is probably what we're going to look at here, just based on the fact that our diplomacy is our lowest stat. Plus, it gives pretty good stats overall. Plus, it's essentially giving a plus 10 vassal opinion if you include the bonus from gregarious. Zealous is pretty good. You know what? I'm going to go with this one. I hope we get gregarious out of it. We did. Awesome. Right. Well, any vassals that didn't like us should really like us now. Yeah, there we go. Every single one of our vassals has a positive opinion of us. Designated regent, my wife. She's one-handed. You know what? As far as I'm concerned, that gives her all the qualifications she needs to be my designated regent. Alright, let's try and find some levy reinforcement rate increase. I imagine among this massive buildings. So, I need to point out, there is this building called Stone Quarry. Local build time modifier minus 20%. Local build cost minus 20%. And there are 5 levels of this. Oh, sorry, there are 10 levels of this. Holy shit. If you run the maths there, it doesn't quite add up. Because obviously if you're building this, if you build all 10 levels of that, assuming they give minus 20% each, minus 200% to build time and build cost means they should be paying you to build your buildings. Doesn't make sense. I also, as far as I recall, don't think it works. I've been avoiding it because it's very, very overpowered. Maybe a little bit too broken. I should probably check whether it works, so I feel like I need to do my due diligence here. Minus 20%, 20%. Let's remember a building. So the horse breeder takes 63 days. Let's build a stone quarry and see if it affects the build time and build cost. Now, as I recall, it is broken and doesn't work. Oh, that was a shame. That wasn't a bad son. Died stillborn. Alright. There we go. Let's see if that actually affected it. No, so it's still taking 63 days. I don't see what the point of the stone quarry is. It doesn't actually work at all. So let's not worry about it. And the small force is what I've been using to build up a retinue. Another thing I forgot to talk about there. I've started working on our retinue size so we can start creating decent units. Now, we've still only got a retinue cap of 3,200, which isn't very much at all. Probably because obviously there's no tech in Game of Thrones. So we don't have military organization, which is the main thing that you buff up your retinue size with. We're sort of relying entirely on these, the organized small force or whatever it is. Yeah, recruit small force. There are 5 levels of each, and we've got 5 provinces. Oh, we could have 7, though. There are 5 provinces, so if we built that in each one, we might be able to get a decently sized retinue. I suppose the balance comes from the fact that the AI probably won't have a retinue at all. So these are essentially just, free troops, more or less, because like I said, the AI can't build it up, so they're not going to have an equivalent force. Either way, let's try and find, aha, training grounds. Heavy reinforcement rate plus 10%. Yeah, let's get one of those in every province, I think. What do we need? Is it like Castletown 1 or something like that? Oh, we probably just don't have enough gold now. Wow, that's right. Sure, we'll take on yielding on all of our troops. Is there anyone that can count in this court? I've been looking for an apprentice to lessen my workload, but I'm surrounded by oaths. There was this woman, Victoria, that approached me the other day about work. Perhaps it will do. She's got 10 stewardship. Have we really not got anyone better than that? That's my fault for getting to give out the title. Let's get some minor titles here. Apprentice trader. I think we'll go with our mother, who has 23. Let's get to work. Not you. And we need a bodyguard as well. There we go. What decision do we have available? Oh, go on a foreign tour. Yeah, I feel like we should do this. This is something we've obviously done with most of our characters. The trade of the free cities. That seems reasonable. Alright. And let's go on a long tour. Shall I take my flagship Lord Paramount Grim on this tour? Yeah, so the flagship whore was actually sunk in an ironborn raid with my last character. Now, that was the same journey that got this dude killed. He actually died in battle. Was by Gurn Draken. Where the hell were they? all the way over in Ibn. He got killed by that dude. Alright, moderate force built in Old Wick. So that's another one of those levy reinforcement sizes. Oh, the Drowned God, no. 9% chance of dying. Oh, sorry. 9% chance of our Valyrian sword being lost and dying. So it's actually way worse than that. Okay, we're good. Whew. One day these foreign hordes are going to kill us. We've got quite lucky with them so far. Yeah, that will obligate the vassal. Thank you very much. And we should probably check out our factions. We've got Liege Loyalists, 46% chance. Sorry, 46.5% of our troops. That's pretty good. My father-in-law. I didn't realise. Oh, right, of course. I tried to marry a bit more sensibly as well. So to this major vassal that I set up, Aeron Hangmire, as the new Lord of Harlaw, I actually married him off to my aunt so that their descendants would... Well, I mean... I assume we get a modifier because... Yeah, of course, the bloodline trait. So because they are both the same bloodline, this guy's got a more positive opinion of me. I forgot the bloodline trait did that, to be honest with you. It gives a same trait bonus, doesn't it? Right, do we want to improve our warehouse? I think we have to say improve it later because we don't actually have the goods necessary. Let's go to market when we can. I think we have to be at court, don't we, for that? Yeah, alright. When we're back at court, we'll improve our warehouse. We can give ourselves a little bit more diplomacy from that, as I recall, by building the banners in it. Do you want a saucy Valyrian-made sword? Or we could get a strong set of armor. Now, we've got both, haven't we? We've got Guardian and Kagod's Folly, so I'm going to say no. Seems like a bit of a waste of time. Old Volantis. Is there much left of Volantis? No, there's not. I couldn't help but notice Lord Magister Bjormir is a wildling. Oh, he's an ex-slave. What the hell? Liberator. Oh, right. There was a massive slave revolt. That's a very cool story. A massive slave revolt in Volantis. And the champion Bjormir rose up and overthrew them and sort of fractured the entire country. Huh. Well, that's pretty cool. Alright. Master Granis Ormalar shall be informed of your arrival. Sure. I'm going to say no, because last time we had that event, you might remember, when we accepted fighters, it cost a load of prestige, because the fighters were arguing with the ironborn that we brought with us. Monster Tyrosh. Alright, let's just have a look, see if we can build some more reinforcement size. So, what was it that did that? It was the military training ground, wasn't it? No, it was the... something else. Hang on. Oh, just called training grounds? Right, let's see if we can build just training grounds then. So we do need to rebuild all the brothels in our provinces. Because unfortunately where I switched character, I think I lost the majority of them. That's actually probably something I should focus on to begin with. Because I think they also give +7 to taxes, +6 to taxes. So not only are they just very good in terms of cost versus return. Ooh, yeah, let's do that. Most prosperous, thank you. Not only are they good on cost versus return just at their base value, but they also obviously trigger this ridiculously overpowered event, which gives us a lot of gold anyway. I may adjust the script on that event just so it's automatic, rather than us having to press the button every single time. Maybe have a little pop-up in the message box. Onwards to Pentos. Alright. And I've also upgraded the trade post as well, but it's not really giving us a huge amount. This isn't, you know, Geheimnisnet with its really OP trade posts. Thank you very much. Alright. Why don't we keep upgrading the training grounds in Pike itself? Because I imagine this is where the majority of our levy is coming from, so let's focus on that. Now, I assume we're overseeing construction. Yeah, we are. Okay, that's pretty good. We're making more gold than we can spend anyway. Oh, shit. Was that the plague? Where was it? Where did it break out? One major epidemic. Green Shield. Is that not in the... Oh, no. Well, we might not be able to avoid this one, because we've been building up our trade routes, obviously, which increases the chance of plague spreading. Now, this is what I was going to talk about. I actually started my sentence and never finished it. We can power game the hospitals somewhat and build them all on this sea province here. So if we build and fully upgrade all of our hospitals on these provinces, we won't need to worry about the rest of the Iron Islands. Mainly because this is the only province that we share with, obviously, mainland Westeros. So if there are any plagues and diseases, they'll have to travel through the sea. But with the hospitals... You know what? We might not actually be able to do this. How much is that going to cost me? Yeah, it's 100 per province. I don't think we're going to be able to get ourselves built up sufficiently in time. Damn it, we can try. Maybe if I stop spending so much money on brothels and start spending more on hospitals, we wouldn't have this problem. Yeah, we're in Bravos, so we're probably safe from the plague, I would assume. Right, we need to build one here. Stop raising boats. Alright, personal wealth of 100. Yes, we can build there. Come on, game. Please. Turns you to a duel? Who are we fighting? A faceless man. Faceless man, Rickard the Open-Handed. I have a feeling this is a really bad idea. Let's do it. Oh, we're fighting High, who's another faceless man. Right, okay, sure. One mistake is all he'll get. Strike. Are we going to die to a faceless man? That would make sense, I guess. Oh, thank God for that. Change dishonor by 10. Whoops. Whoops! I was doing it for the prestige. That's my excuse. Will there be a feast next year? I like that we turned up to Bravos, had a feast with the faceless men, and then killed one of them. I feel like we sent a message there. Alright, let's get these, try and get these hospitals built. I'm not going to concern myself with this. Oh, wow, it's heading straight for us. No, I'm not bothered. I'm not sleeping with any Norvosi ladies. Thank you. Okay, shit. Now, obviously, last time the plague hit, we were in Lonely Light. Which, again, has to follow the same principle of crossing over a province. However, because we had a hospital in only one province to actually defend, it's not such an issue. Right. So, I say... fuck our vassals. Set crown focus to Orkney. Why the hell would I do that? What we want to do then... let the plague come. Poison their drinks. Oh, shit. Are we going to have time? I was going to say let's build that grayscale colony because that gives the most disease resistance out of all the buildings we can build. Alright, I've started missing home. What do we gain out of that? Not a huge amount. We got some stewardship, which is pretty nice. Alright, we're back. Let's build up our grayscale colony. Whew, what an amazing journey. Oh, okay, now we're back. Right. Oh no, Gretchel. Don't get pregnant now. You have to run from the plague, Gretchel. Run, Gretchel. What, there's time. Now, we could get on a boat and sail to the other side of the world to avoid the plague. I'm not too concerned about dying, I don't think. Grayscale colony has been built. Hey, that was a pretty quick turnaround. Disease resistance plus 4%, 2%. It could make a difference. We could try. We could very much try. Oh, you face the armed man. Someone's trying to rob us. 6% chance of gaining the trait wounded and losing 2 goods. Or 94% chance of gaining 100 prestige. Yeah, we got the prestige. Nice. I'm going to try and hold out for those extended wards. To be honest, the plague hasn't hit nearly as hard as I thought. It's followed along the trade route, like I said it would. So we've got some there, some here. Right, come on. Visit my brothels. I need the gold. Oh no, Jarell. You've been born into a doom world, my friend. Inherited the lordship of Stonehouse. Now, we could hold Stonehouse. Where is that? Old Wick? No, I'm not really interested. It's not exactly upgraded or anything. I'd rather avoid getting any more tyranny. Who... did he have any children or anything? He did. Seri, I guess, should take it, seeing as that's his firstborn daughter. Come on, visit a brothel. I do need the gold. Castle tax minus 50%, absolutely not. We're already going to be decimated by the plague as it is. We might just be able to fight this off, because we don't exactly have very good prosperity in Pike. Level 5 refuge, 60%. Yes, we've got 50% resistance in total. Of course I will come, why not? Let's go carousing. And we can level up to trader. Sweet. Spymaster, Gretchel, you'll do. And let's go to the market. So yeah, I wanted to buy silk, wasn't it? Silk banners. Man suddenly comes up to you, claims to have the greatest offer of your life. You only need to pay in advance. This is one where you exchange gold for a random good, isn't it? From what I recall. 410 gold for a random good? Sure. Cart of Potteries. That seems like I might have been ripped off. Can be used to increase taxation, price influenced by prosperity, and food shipments. I feel like we may have been completely ripped off there. That seems like a lot of gold for potteries. Well, let's hope we can get enough gold for our silk banners now. No, we're not doing any of this. Oh, and to think. Oh, great. Okay, do you want to increase the prosperity of Pike? I'm actually going to say no because we've got potentially the worst disease right outside us, and increase our prosperity is going to make us more susceptible to it. Position of commander? Absolutely not. Thank you for asking. Well, a hospital complex was built. Hey, that was pretty quick. We might just about fight off this plague. Oh, that was a terrible great sickness. A finger dance? I thought a finger dance was like, the whole stabbing between your fingers with a knife thing as fast as you could. I didn't realise that what that meant was we were going to fight my brother. I assume I can't kill him then. Back on your feet, victory is mine. Okay. Well, I assume we lost some prestige. Well, that was a weird great sickness. Not nearly as bad as I thought. Right, well, we might still be able to do some war in this episode then. Brandon of the Rich has created the... Yep, great. Oh, sweet. Okay. You've been spending countless hours sketching up your plans for different building projects when you suddenly realise how you could display your extraordinary architectural skills. You build a grand tower that would dwarf everything in the landscape. Probably one of the rarer business-focused events. So this can be pretty great. Now, we are going to upset our priests. We will also upset our peasants, depending on how we deal with this. But at the end of it, you can get the architect trait, which is very good. But you can also, I think it gives you prestige and vassal opinion or something like that. Either way. Anybody off the street will do. I'm going to play this safe. We'll spend the 100 gold. Now, I'm not actually sure if that particular choice has any effect on the construction of the tower. Urathon comes up to you and complains about what hard and tiresome work it is to plan out to carve the stones for your tower. He therefore asks you for a payment to finish the plan since he's already used up the first payment. Strangely enough, according to the rumour, he seems to have had a lot of time to spare chasing after women in your court. And he is lustful. Using the money on your lustful adventure. So I feel like this is probably the best choice here. So we can import stone or build a quarry. Now this is what I'm most excited about. Being able to build the quarry to reduce our build time and build cost. We might be able to get the instant build if we're good at this. Or at least the 1 day build time. Assuming we still have our decent... We do, yeah. Our mother as this. As our Lord Treasurer gives minus 57%. On top of building a quarry, which gives another minus 20%. Minus 77% with Carpenter's Guild. And our own personal stewardship. I reckon we could get to instant build. Let's do it. In the base game, it's actually really easy to do with the new Chinese artifacts and also the composing your own books. And this is a little bit harder, although we have done it 1 day to build these things now. So this is what we need to be careful of. So we'll have to spend another 100 gold here. The other one increases peasant revolt risk. And like I said, I'm trying to reinforce my army so we can go to war with our vassals. So still haven't upgraded that claim on Seaguard, although we do still have the claim on Seaguard. Now, we could move him over to a different province and just slowly... I wonder if that's probably more efficient to move him between provinces. What chance do we have now? 14.99% chance. Now, it's going to be the same no matter where we move him, isn't it? So we might as well just try and get the duchy. Obviously, it's going to be way more expensive, though. Castle of Cod Hall. I promised to arrange it. Now, what we've got to do now is... try and get rid of him, because I really don't want to give him a castle. We're already under our domain limit anyway. You know what? I should start calling that a domain goal, because that's essentially what it is. Let's try and get rid of our brother, Lord Hagon. He's terrible. I don't want to give him land. Like, I want my land. It's my land. What decides our valor to a man with a full purse? Now, more people will join this plot when we're out of debt, because obviously we had the O's, or in debt, or whatever the modifier is called. I actually don't remember. Plus, it means we can bribe people. Join me in murdering my brother, Harag. Harag whore. And he's a tall genius. What? Brilliant and tall. Curious and fussy. Yeah. I'm just trying to think whether we want to start switching to martial focus instead, which I think you take struggle, don't you? Because Rowdy and Willful are both pretty good for a martial focus. Yeah, I think Harag is a pretty good name. This guy is going to be the one that leads us into victory. He's going to be the one that takes Harrenhal. I can see it now. It might be necessary. Alright, what are we doing then? Trying to think, I lost my train of thought. What was I doing? Oh yeah, we want to go to the market some stage. Oh yeah, killing our brother. Right, that was the important thing. Let's go carousing, because there's no reason not to. Now, do we want to build a spy net? Well, that's going to increase plot power by 9%. Are you really the best we've got? Seems a bit of a shame. Okay, now he's in our court, I assume, seeing as he is a landless young man. He is. Let's kill him off. Build spy network. What's it going to take us up to? Still not enough. Damn it. Everyone is too moral in this damn place. Now, we could just invite some loyal courtiers, seeing as he's in our court. Let's sort by intrigue. Join court, yes, and just have them join us. They may be tempted. I'm going by the highest opinion, because they're the ones more likely to join. Alright, thank you. Yep, appreciate it. Yep, great. Perfect. Alright, do any of them want to join the plot? Okay, Barana did. Barana, are you going to be enough? Oh, shit, somebody else left, though. God damn it, 93%, right. Can we bribe anyone? No. We could just see. Let's go for, reset everything. Just join court, yes. Is that really everybody? Sure, let's just invite them all. Some of you might want to join, and I can still bribe the ones that are somewhat tempted. Oh, you seem like a pretty bad courtier to have. Somebody who hates me. Invite to court, and invite to court. Alright, let's give that a go. Thank you. Okay, how about now? Anyone want to join? Yes, we got, yeah, 119%. Nice, that worked exactly as I was hoping. Could we bribe anyone? No? I've got so much gold, though. No one at all? 300 gold. Join my plot. See, this guy's a good character. He's a really good commander. Left-handed, skilled fighter, organizer, unyielding. Brilliant commander, obviously. Authoritative as well. Gives martial and fear. Why do you hate me, though? Heretic? Oh, he's ironborn. He's a traditional drown god. Now, obviously, the one thing I forgot to talk about, since time has ticked, we've pretty much converted everywhere to Gilded Kraken now. So the provinces themselves are still ironborn. Oh wait, yeah, no. I'm getting confused here. So the religion is Gilded Kraken, but the culture is still ironborn. However, I think every single province now in the Iron Islands is Gilded Kraken, right? Certainly looks like it. Lonely Light, yep. And if we go by the cultures map mode, why are they stripy? What does it mean when they're stripy? I thought that meant they were a different religion, but maybe that's just the colour of the religion. Oh, I know why. It's because obviously our liege is different culture. I keep forgetting that we're not independent. Alright, let's have a look at the cultures map mode as well. So any that are the gold ones rather than the iron-coloured ones, appropriately enough. Actually, a lot of places, we've got Orkmont, Pebbleton, Pike itself has converted. Not surprising, seeing as we own Pike, obviously. Stone Tree there, and Lonely Light are all Gilded Reaver. What about a moral authority? 26.2%, not very good at all then. Okay, Lonely Light lacks a temple holding. If we could build a temple holding in Lonely Light, that would help out a lot. It's vassal of another religion. Right, so our moral authority is always going to be low until we get independence. Just because we're still essentially being pushed down by the, You're right. Just because we're essentially being pushed down by the Faith of the Seven. Go back to your old scriptures. He's the one that's complaining about the size of our tower. It's not about the size of the tower. What if we do something religious with our tower? Just like the Tyrion quote, isn't it? I'd be more religious if I could pray with my cock. Seems appropriate. My kinsman, Lord Hagon, has reminded me of a promise to grant him a fiefdom. Fuck's sake. Wait until you're dead. We could just give him the land and then wait for him to die. More people are likely to join the plot as well, seeing as he's a shit ruler. Yeah, there we go, that'll do. My diplomatic friend, could you help me? The woman blackmailing me might spread her lies. Oh no. Game 1 diplomacy. Hey, that's great. Thank you. Alright, so, we finished it. The great tower that you began planning so long ago has finally been finished. This tower, a tower this tall, can be seen from a long way away, and people are equally amazed and frightened by the power you have displayed by accomplishing such a grand feat of construction. During the years of work, you have spent time perfecting your knowledge of many key aspects of the science of construction, knowledge that will last centuries. The tower is also sure to hold back many thousands of enemy soldiers. Okay, so we can take... This is merely a spare time pursuit, which will make us very prestigious. We gain Great Tower permanently, or at least until we die. Once prestige plus 1, general opinion plus 5. Or we get slightly less prestige plus the art of architect trait. It gives us plus 20% siege speed. That's really good. And because of our martial skill, we can find somebody who's more or less not going to fail at shooting our brother. And to top things off, some people visited our brothel. Thank you. Alright, so... the Royal Palace. Oh shit, I forgot we had our infinite build. Oh no. Getting the Kinslayer trait. God damn it, that's terrible in this. Like, it's like really, really bad. General opinion minus 25. Whew. And of course, any of our relatives who happen to be landed, such as our good friend Christopher of Old Wick, are going to hate us. It's also going to make people less likely to join our plots in future. This is bad. This is really bad. I wonder if our who is it? Our Castellan? Might be our, yeah, it's our diplomat, isn't it? Oh, I need him to repair my reputation, but I also need him to fabricate claims. Is it down to, okay, 14% yearly. Let's send him some gold. Here you go, Lucas Hoare. And you are the Master of Blade. Congrats. Good God, who was that on our council? My uncle? Really not happy that we killed our brother. Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. I've really got to give this guy a haircut. This is just dangerous to look at. What have we got? He's all pretty bad. There you go, he looks a little bit like Ragnar Lothbrok from that TV show about the Vikings. What's it called again? Alright, there we go. Use it as you see fit, and I will miss you. All my friends are... What? My wife? Prince Ragnar of Seagrave? Oh. You fucker. Fabricate treason. Yeah, let's get rid of him. You're done for now, Ragnar. So what do we want to do? Time passes, yet the world seems unreal. It is as if a life without Gretchel is but a mummer's farce. I am so lost in the sea of loneliness with nowhere to turn. Gretchel. I don't know if she was our lover. My wife, at least. My pregnant wife. My brilliant wife with a hook for a hand. Gain the trait depressed. Lose the trait wounded. Why? Are we, like, mentally wounded? Well, that doesn't make any sense at all. 40% chance of getting drunkard, lustful, gluttonous, or fashionable. The only good one out of that is obviously fashionable, so let's ignore that. 1% chance we give up our worldly ties and become a maester. Nah, maybe not. Seek solace in the arms of another. We fall in love with Victoria, our courtier, or I say, this is nonsense. We refuse to mourn her. All of our children dislike us. Well, they already fucking hate us, so who cares? 9% chance of getting a trait widows, 5% chance of stressed. Sorry, let's go with that one. Let's see what happens. Boom. We lost the trait wounded, I think. Oh, and actually, we can go visit a grave and get a lover's memento. Awesome. Cover a court physician at once. I'll cherish it until the day I die. Lover's memento. Health plus 0.5. That's pretty good. Alright. Let's see the end of Prince Ragnar's? Oh, Priest Ragnar's, I was going to say. Nobody wants to join, eh? I'm sure with our Spy Master, we could probably finish this off. Where is he? Oh, he's actually in our capital, right. Spy Master. Spy Master. Who doesn't hate us? Send gift. Here we go. Build a spy network. Jesus, everybody hates us now. All I did was kill my useless brother. Oh well, fair enough. Right. Well, now we really need those silk banners. Set for market. I'm buying. Order size of... yeah, okay. I'm buying silk. No, damn it. Well, that's a shame. Alright, we'll try again. Who is this? Lord Paramount William of the Westlands came to my brothel? It's an honor. Welcome, William of the Westerlands. I assume he's got plenty of gold? Nope. Absolutely not. Alright then. What do we need now for this then? Title rank is Emperor. Right, so we're actually completely stuck now for what we can build. That's a shame. We might as well build other things, but we've got this 1 day modifier. You know what? Let's call it there. We've achieved a lot. I've sort of shown off the background systems. We're caught back up with the family. We can start doing something a bit more impressive next time. The plague really put a damper on it. And obviously, we're now hated, which is, again, putting a bit of a damper on it. I'll keep building up between episodes, and then we can dive back in with maybe an invasion. We'll see what claims we've got we can press. Try and take out Seagrave. Maybe grab some more claims in the meantime. Thanks for watching.